Oh my gosh. We are actually live, y'all. I know we're not in Mercury retrograde. Y'all are going to notice my energy is very different today. Although it's not going to have any effect on my channeling. It's just, we're still in the shadow effects. So my computer decided to take the past 2 hours to be able to get live with y'all. I wasn't even going to do a video because this energy is so fucking intense. But I have so many people coming to me with severe life traumas, sufferings, like that are usually once in a lifetime, myself included. Hence why, I told y'all I'd be on here more, and I quite haven't been, and so I kind of hate, I really don't make promises unless I know for sure I can keep them. I really didn't think that this eclipse energy, totally blindsided me. Although I should have known with the whole Capricorn thing, that would get me. It always does. It's not in my chart, but it does for some reason. So, being that tomorrow's an eventful day for me, I'm going to go ahead and claim that it's going to be a great day, but it is one of the up to 11. It's one of those 50-50 shots. Now we're here for you guys, right? But I'm one of those, again, my people, if you're in my channel, know I don't like to use titles, but if I have to, because it's just easier than not, I'll say light workers or something like that. Because when you put a label on something, you either put expectations on it or you put the wrong idealisms on it. It just, titles never get me, even outside of spirituality. I just don't do titles. I just think they're silly. Because, some of the most important things in life, yes, man has made titles for, but really, truly, they're most powerful and most intimate without being spoken. And I think probably, in my opinion, Buddha was probably one of the best at displaying that. So anyways, so you're going to see right now, the title of the video, if you're watching live, is just the basic intuitive love reading. I will end up changing it because you're going to see America, love, hoorah. You're going to see that I am going to dive into a subject that I try to avoid like the plague. However, this energy that we're in, it's important that that topic is discussed. So, we will be talking about the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And how I'm going to do this reading is I'm going to read the two energies, okay? First, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's going on with the energies, and then we're going to pull for the divine masculine and the divine feminine, okay? The reason why this is important, y'all, is because of the fact that we're in an energy that is about karma and or trauma and healing that trauma, purging shit. I mean, it was crazy, even into the 5D. I mean, last night I had this dream and I just started dreaming intensely again. I've always been a dreamer. I've always been a premonitioner. I could always see premonitions. People that have been really, really close to me know that about me. I don't go out advertising it, holding a sign, but and my dream was just this never ending. It wasn't really like gory per se, but it was just this never ending, like, just I don't know, bile. It didn't really look like vomit, just coming out of my mouth for miles and miles, and I could see all this like toxic stuff just going with it and going with it. And it makes sense with the situation that I'm in right now, and why I want to be here for you all, even though I'm going through that situation. Things may get deep. I may cry. I'm in the meat suit too. Hey, yippee doo dah, until we, get to our best dress, our Sunday blues, or whatever floats your boat. So, being that we're in that energy, the divine masculine and the divine feminine are also in that energy. So, my loyal fan, I guess I could say. How you doing, sweetie? It's good to see you. Glad you're here. So yeah, even though and the reason that I tend to stay away from the twin flame shit and the divine masculine, divine feminine, soulmate, shit like that, is because people romanticize it. Like I've already done a video called The Ugly Truth. You can hear the fan? I hope it's not too loud, right? It's fucking hot, man. But whenever I do readings, that's what happens that's one thing that happens is my blood gets hot. Or if a message is confirmed, I get goosebumps, or your nose itches, or your ears ring, stuff like that. But it is hotter than a motherfucker. I'm in Texas. I don't know where you are. And it's still hot. I just went to go. Normally I vape, and I needed me a cigarette because I got court tomorrow, which, by the way, in the energy we have right now, there is a lot, like I was saying, a lot of, karma that's needing to be dealt with, trauma that needs to be healing, and for some reason, that also we have the energy bringing in a lot of Libra energy, balancing of the scales, justice, injustice, which is something I just experienced, which was not fun at all. When you're an empath and you know your truth and you ain't doing shit and they're trying to mess with you and being corrupt, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. It's not okay. It's not okay at all. But it's like I say, I know my truth and I know who's on my side. And I know the light that I stand in. Don't get me wrong. We have to acknowledge our duality. Okay, I'm not saying I'm perfect at all, but that doesn't mean anybody, I don't care who you are, any human, animal, deserves to be treated inhumanely. That's why I went to school for what I did, because I wanted to work in prisons and try to make a change in the justice system. But I ended up, spirit was guiding me more towards this way. And anyways, that's neither here nor there, because this is about y'all. So, the divine feminine, the divine masculine journey, twin flame journey, whatever, it's not necessarily that it's a bad thing. The problem is that too many people romanticize it. They want to throw it on YouTube like it's some like happy ever-ending fairy tale, better than a soulmate, whatever. But what they don't fucking tell you is the purpose of it. And the purpose of it, yes, is the love, but it's to, and I've explained this before, I'll briefly explain it for the people who haven't heard it before. But basically, as it originally started, okay, our souls were one and split into two. And one would come to the 3D, which is here on earth, and one would stay in the 5D, which is, with the divine, whatever your beliefs are, would stay on the other side. Well, when humanity got the way it is right now, with all this corruption and fucking incompassionate, insensitive, just narcissists breeding one after another, just all this ugliness, messiness, the divine was like, okay, we gotta do something else to try to show these fuckers that this is not what love is. This is not what the point of being there is. And really the point of being here is not to not fuck up. It's okay to fuck up. It's like I say all the time. Just because you fail does not make you a failure. Okay? You're not responsible for falling, but you're fucking responsible for getting back up. And people are going to judge you. Fuck them. Because you know what? Ain't nobody's hands clean. Okay? They can point one finger at you. There's 4 pointing right back at them. And I like it because it looks like a shotgun. So, pew, 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 pew. Right in your face and your heart. No, maybe the kneecap. I heard that hurts the worst. No, I'm just joking. I should be careful what I say. I'm on a tangent. It's the energy. So, yeah, well. See, that's a touchy subject about the abusiveness in twin flame relationships. Okay, so what happens is if you happen to cross paths with your twin flame, okay, it is like a fairy tale at first. It's immaculate. The sexual chemistry is like out of this world. You could know the person for a day and you're like, you're never leaving my side. Like, you're my other half. Because really, your cells can feel it, because that is your other half. We all have divine masculine, divine feminine in us, okay? But when they first enter your life, the point is to recognize that love. But then what happens is the most horrific, painful, gut-wrenching, If I hadn't, experienced it myself, I wouldn't have believed someone if they told me what it was. And then to find out that very feeling was your twin flame, because it's meant to start you to embark on your journey of the dark night soul. So basically, you're looking at the person and they are mirroring all the parts of you that are dark inside, the parts of you that are traumatized, the parts of you that, whether karma is owed to you or you owe karma to someone, shit you're like, I'm taking to my grave. All that shit is mirrored back to you through your twin flame, right? And it fucking hurts like a bitch. And then that's when you got the runner chaser, because you're gonna have one that it's too intense for, so they're like, deuces, I'm out of here. The other one's chasing, like, no, wait, like, this is too intense, there's something here. And then while you're in separation mode, time goes by and you have to pick up all those broken pieces. And while you're picking up all those broken pieces, your hands are just gushing with blood, because first you're hanging on to them for dear life and there's thorns and it's just gushing blood down, and then you're picking up the mess all by yourself. And then you start to notice that the divine starts doing for you what you can't do for yourself, and starts removing people from your life, and you're like, whoa, that was my support system, hello. And then you're fucking just alone. Cold, solid, fucking alone. I don't want to say rock bottom, because it doesn't necessarily, when I say rock bottom, that makes me think of like you have to be like an addict or something like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that, although if that was part of one of your lessons, it was. But you're in one of your darkest places. That's why they call it the journey. I don't know why I always get tongue twisted with this. The journey of the dark night soul. So anyways, but then through that, you're like, okay, fuck it. I gave this, and this. I sacrificed this, and this. Blood, sweat, tears. There ain't fucking shit more I have to give anyone. So I'm doing me. And at first it starts off as like a fucking like an attitude, like a hard shell you put on. But something will happen, something will change. You'll grow spiritually, you'll spiritually awake. And then when you spiritually awake, what happens is you start slowly, it's like a seed, growing some self-worth. And then that self-worth grows into self-love. And then you're like, wait, hold up. I know it sounds like a cliche, because I always say, you can't love someone unless you love yourself, blah, blah, blah. But you really fucking feel that shit. You're like, damn, I'm fucking proud of me. I fucking cleaned up all that shit, fixed all that, kept my kids alive through it all. When they didn't lift a finger and fucking pieced off MIA or whatever your situation is, there's plenty of scenarios. I know. I could list them all. Probably been through them all. And then you start getting proud of yourself. And you're like, damn, I'm pretty good at this. And honestly, I don't mind being alone. And you start to love yourself. And it's a feeling you've never really felt before. And as you start loving yourself, you start building this confidence. And when you get that confidence, you start slowly addressing the traumas, which is why I created that series. And like I said, what I was going to do was do readings, and then when traumatic things came up, or if somebody emailed me about a topic that, if they wanted to send a private email about a traumatic topic they wanted me to channel with the divine and ask their assistance with, we could do that. Tonight's a little different, yes, just because the energy is so different. And I'm not going to go into too much of what I just went through, just because, I would love 1 million people to see this. They probably won't, but you never know who does. So until here it's you're guilty until proven innocent. I learned it 10 years ago, and I guess I kind of forgot it. So, not you're innocent until proven guilty. No. When that changed, I don't fucking know. But it's fucked. So anyways, feel free to leave in the comments who we have to thank for that. I don't know. I don't follow politics. They're going to do what they want. They do anyways. Seen a lot of shit. So, anyways. So, now, the reason why I said I'm going to be bringing the energies of the divine masculine and the divine feminine into this reading, which it's going to end up being a long one, I'm sure, but I won't be able to sleep with court tomorrow, which I should, because they're probably going to make some other accusation, like my eyes are bloodshot, so I'm probably on such and such, even though I didn't sleep because y'all fucking did insane shit, but whatever. So, so the reason I brought the divine feminine and the divine masculine into this is because in order for you to ascend, which is the goal for all of us, I'm pretty sure you don't want to fucking stay in this 3D bullshit. I'm pretty sure for most people they don't. Oh, hi, I like stars. Welcome. Welcome to the live feed. Let me know if you have any questions, and feel free to subscribe so you don't miss our lovely, I don't know, what would we call them, Phantom Punk? I don't know. But they're special and they're badass because we're divine rebels. We are a soul tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay, so right now, I'm going to start pulling some cards in a minute. I just want to make sure I go over my notes about... Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. So, whether you're the divine masculine or the divine feminine, now remember, you do have both within you, but you still also physically have the other part out there. Now, there's also the karmic, okay? A karmic is basically someone that either you could be with or somebody that you love could be with, but it's not a divine counterpart. It's not who they're meant to be with. They're only there for a certain amount of time to teach them a certain lesson, basically cheat on them, get them hooked on some addiction, do something to teach them some life lessons. We've all had them, okay? But that is not to say to talk down on them, okay? Let's thank our karmics, because our karmics have brought us here. Our karmics have actually been the ones that have ascended us into our divine feminine, divine masculine positions. Otherwise, we would just be a karmic ourselves. Nobody wants to just be a karmic for everybody. Do you want to just be a lesson for everybody? No. Right? So, Anyways, so as you're doing healing for yourself, when you're in this separation mode with your divine feminine or your divine masculine, right? And it's intense. That doesn't mean you guys don't have communication when you're in separation mode. You may have very little in the 3D, or you may have none at all. But that doesn't mean you don't have any in the 5D. Because if you're a divine feminine or divine masculine, you can communicate your higher selves in the 5D. Which basically, in easier words for people who may not know that yet, and I'm sorry, I'm stressed, so I will be doing this. And actually, I'm not sorry. Why am I apologizing? It's a hard topic for me. Because actually, the reason I'm going through what I'm going through tomorrow, or in what I just did last week, is to a twin flame situation. And yet that person has no idea yet because they have not been awakened. That's another frustration. But when I was talking about how when you're in separation mode and you start with building your self-worth, and then you start noticing, fuck, I like I can look in the mirror and I know my truth and I love myself. I don't just love the good shit. I forgive myself for the dark shit, and I love myself for my imperfections as well as my, good shit. I mean, it's the yin and the yang. We have to have duality. So don't let anybody fucking make you think that you have to be all fucking light or all fucking dark. It's one way or the other. No. No. That's why we're in this fucking meat suit. This fucking disgusting meat suit. That's why I call it that. Because it's, you know? But you learn to love it, right? So, and then when the divine sees that you actually genuinely have learned self-worth and self-love, that is when they will bring you your divine partner, whether you believe it or not. Okay? I've seen a lot as a, for those that are new in here, I try not to use titles. Let's just say light worker. I do many things, and I've seen a lot. I've seen the darkest of the dark, and I've seen the most beautiful miracles that you would never believe. Probably neither one of them you'd believe unless you saw it. So, anyways, but when you're doing, the beautiful thing about it is when you're doing your healing and you're focusing on you, because that person is attached to you, it doesn't matter where the fuck in the world they are, if you guys haven't talked for weeks, months, years, when you're healing that part of you, it's healing something in them. And they can feel it. And they can feel you. And they know they have you to thank for that. Just like when they are going through trauma or whatever, you might feel like, I don't know if you guys ever get those days where you're like, dude, something's not right. Something's not right. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay. Family's okay. But something ain't right. Something ain't right with someone like close to me. Or I don't know if that's an empathic thing. I don't know. But I do get that. But you will also get that with your divine counterpart as well. As well as if they're thinking about you or something, and say you're like sitting there and you hear your name, and it sounded like their voice, and you're like, am I fucking tripping? No, you're not. Or when you have dreams about them, those aren't really dreams. And I can tell you, well, let me think. Do I want to tell Okay. I'm not going to go into the details yet. It's a little still a sensitive thing. But I will say that my divine counterpart did come to me in the 5D before I know that we had met there before, but that's why they say keep your notepad by your bed. And if you have a dream, write that shit down, even if it has nothing to do with your divine counterpart, because your dreams are always going to mean something, right? And when I had that dream, it felt so real. And let me tell you, this is one cold, resentful, to the point that his eyes physically changed. And I'll never forget that day because I was like, where'd he go? That's not him. That's not his soul in there. That's not him. I know his eyes. I know every part of him. That's my best friend. Every freckle on his body, those aren't his eyes. That's not him. And then I had a dream, but it was so real. And he hugged me. And he was saying he was doing some work over there and that he was so sorry that I've had to hurt for all these years and that I never got a physical apology in the 3D. But he gave me a really high tug and he said, I love you and you're forever my love. You always have been through many lifetimes, which I already knew. I already knew that in the 3D and told him that when we were here. But anyways, so I try not to go off on a tangent on my stories, but I'm just trying to give you examples. So, and the energy the divine masculine's in right now is kind of like a painful one. They're having a hard time. They're dealing with some traumas. And they're like, you know what? I lost you once. I can lose you again. Towards their divine feminine, right? They're being dicks. No offense. They're wanting to be little. They're wanting to, be very projective. It's like what they're doing is they're projecting onto the divine feminine all the shit that they're doing. Now, remember, whether you guys are in contact or not, this is energy we're dealing with. Okay? So, and what pisses them off the most right now is that they don't want anything to do with the divine feminine right now, but the divine steps in and their feelings creep up and they're like, damn it. They realize you're the only one for them. There's no way around it. You can't change your twin flame or your divine counterpart. You can't. That is part of you. Just like an actual twin, in the 3D. So that's kind of like where they're at right now. And a reason why they're so angry is because they don't know how to come back from this separation mode. They want to apologize. So much shit has gone by. They don't know how. Okay. And now, granted, this doesn't mean that this could be vice versa roles. A feminine can be a divine masculine. A male can be a divine feminine. And our energies change all the time, depending. So, let's see. And so, in the divine feminine stance is like, I love you. I love you for everything you are. Good, bad, ugly. I fucking love you and only you. I told you that before. I'll tell it for you lifetimes more. You are my twin flame. And then they're like, who else can say that to you? You know? But I see your shit you're pulling. And I ain't buying it. So, till you want to cut that shit, they remain in separation mode. And the divine masculine's really rejecting, resisting, and whatever one you feel is resonating with you more is probably the energy you're holding more right now. That doesn't necessarily mean that's permanently what you are. That's just the energy that you're in. Because you guys are going to flip and flop back and forth. Because one is healed and one is healing. So I will say for most cases, there is a third party involved right now that will be removed, unbeknownst to them. They think that, oh, this is the person I found, yada, yada. But they're going to find out very quickly that third party's adios, deuces. So, for the divine feminines, because you were so strong, you're going to get an apology. And you are realized for what you fucking endured and conquered, sacrificed, fought. They each get their turns. So, and you'll get them back. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be easier when you get them back. It's kind of like in the Notebook when Noah says to, oh my gosh, that's probably like one of my only favorite chick flicks. And why did Allie, when he says to Allie, he's like, this isn't going to be easy. This is going to be hard every day. But I want that because I want you every day. But you need to tell me what you want. Do you want him or do you want me? Because I know what I want. It's up to you to decide now. And that's seriously exactly this scenario. I mean, if you haven't seen The Notebook, a no chick flick, watch it, because that is the exact energies that we're in right now, especially with a lot of these divine masculines, divine feminines. Actually, the divine feminines, a lot of them are actually single right now. Like I said, a lot of them went through their shit, found their self-worth, their self-love, and so they're kind of just kicking back. They're going through some traumatic shit, but they're not too worried about a relationship. But the divine masculines, on the other hand, they're going through some shit and they just need somebody there. So, anyways, I think that about covers the energy that we're in. Let me see. Oh, I had some more. That was from 8-3. Which time doesn't matter. Time's an illusion. So this could have already happened for you. It could be happening, or it could happen down the road. We'll see what the cards say. That gives a better idea on time. But remember, time is an illusion, okay? And then also when we go into the cards, if you're new as well, and there's genders, Don't focus on the gender. It's about the energy, So like if and the roles can reverse. If I'm saying something like you, but it's sounding more like a loved one, because love comes in many forms. So I do call them love readings because it can be intimate, family, work, whatever you love. Spirit's going to pull up what needs to be heard the most. So let me just look over this really quick. Yeah. So a lot of people are experiencing right now. Not everybody's going to resonate with this, okay? And also don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. But keep watching because energies are constantly changing. And but for most people, the person you love right now is opposing you. So, but one thing I want you to remember, that if somebody ever loved you, they always will, no matter what they say. Okay? Yeah, and like I said, in this energy, we're dealing with childhood stuff, dark paths, a lot of either past or current home and family issues, and then being kind of in this confusion stage, like, why am I not at peace with this yet? I'm how old, and I was how old then? Legal matters. And basically people calling out for renewal, people awakening to their spirituality, which is beautiful. I mean, it's almost as beautiful as the birth of a child. And I mean, I'm still in the flesh, so obviously I'm going to say the birth of a child is more emotional, but still seeing somebody spiritually wake up is pretty beautiful. It's frustrating as fuck when they're not, and you're trying to freaking tell them, especially if you care about them. You're like, I can strangle you. Why don't you listen to me, especially when I've been right on everything I've told you before? But that's okay. So let's get into the cards now. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to do two parts. I'm going to do the energies for the divine masculine, energies for the divine feminine, and then I'll see what spirit wants to channel from there. That sounds good with y'all. Also, don't forget, I gotta remind about the little, I know it says my prayers. Okay. I don't really want to call it the prayer box. I had a better name for it. If you want to call it that, that's cool. But no, I can't see. It got all blurry. I had a good name for it. But basically, the point of it that I got for all my people, with some pyrite in there, is that if you're comfortable putting in the comment box below, awesome. If it's more personal, you can message me and I will create you your own card. And basically, I do crystal healing work, candle healing work, and send positive healing and intentions out into the universe to hopefully reverse whatever struggles you're struggling with. Basically, prayers, or it's just some people don't call it that. Now, and then on the back there is little and you'll just have to see what your card says, and I'll be happy to share that with you. So if you're interested in that, that's just something little that Spirit told me to do, so I did it. All right, so here we go. Let's get into this. Let's get into these cards because they want to talk. Let me tell you. That's why I couldn't go to bed. I was like, oh, but that's okay. All right, so we are going to start with, I'm going to put my big amethyst in the middle with a love, where's my love quartz? I love quartz, clear quartz. And then I did already do a candle meditation for the sacral chakra because the sacral chakra deals a lot with sexuality, love, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean intercourse. It could be traumas that we have from abuse there, or a lot of things can be blocking your sacral chakra, but basically it has to do with your reproductive organs. And so I had already done a healing for that because that card did come up as something that needed to be addressed. So I'm going to pull a couple cards. Spirit, I just want to thank you for being with us right now. And I ask that you help show us the messages that are going to serve our better good on this crazy but wonderful journey that you created for us. And also with this intense eclipse energy that we're in right now that a lot of people are struggling with. So I'm going to pull some cards for the divine masculine spirit. If you could just let me know the energies the divine masculine is currently feeling at the moment. Yeah. So let's see. Preferably 3. Spirit, make it clear. How many is this? 2? Okie dokie. That's why it's reversed. Okay. All right. And then let me use these ones for the divine feminine. Same thing, Spirit. If you can give me the message on the energies surrounding the divine feminine right now, preferably 3 to start with. What do they need to know? What is the divine masculine creating around them energy-wise? Oh, come on, divine masculines. I know y'all want to talk. Y'all were just talking earlier. Don't get all camera shy on me now. Divine masculine. Divine masculine for the divine feminine. Okay, and we'll pull one more. Let me move this. I have some more. Let me look and see how. Oh, welcome, Eleni. It's good to have you here. Phantom, you're so sweet. Thank you for welcoming everybody to the channel. He's such a good, loyal fan. I just try to, I'm channeling messages. I'm not ignoring y'all at all. I take minutes to look at the the messages. Eleni, it depends on the question. Yeah, you can feel free to answer a question. And I could see if it's something that I can quickly answer, but right now, kind of what we're going over is the energies that we're in with this eclipse right now that are really, really intense. A lot of people are experiencing a lot of, like I was saying earlier, they're either experiencing a lot of old traumas resurfacing so that they can heal them, or karmic situations, stuff like that. And so, and I really do divine masculine twin flame journey, but I am today, that's why I'm doing these energies for both of them, because that is part of healing, and I just went into all that. So if you missed that, go ahead, you can always go back and rewatch that. But yeah, go ahead and shoot your question. And if it's something that's more that we'd have to hit in a different time and place, that's all good too. All right, Spirit, I need one more for my divine feminines. Ooh, temptation. Yeah. All right, so let's start with these. Oh my God, y'all. I just got goosebumps like a motherfucker. Divine masculine, right? Y'all see that? Okay, I know it came in reverse, right? Phoenix, the Phoenix, okay? Divine feminines, your third card. Phoenix rising also came in reverse, okay? Came out like this. Are they both the same number? No. So for the divine masculines, it's 29. So it's 11, which is a very significant divine number. And for the divine feminines, it's 32, which is 5, which is about change. If you don't know about the Phoenix, I don't normally read from the book, but I'll just read from this one because I have it right here. Really quick, because divine masculines, this will apply to you too. Although what I'm getting from that is, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Hold on. Thirty-two. So, the Phoenix rising. Everything in your life is falling apart. Oh, raise your hands. Double hands. I would do my feet too, but then I'll probably fall on my ass and look like a fucking, I don't know. So anyways, everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength, almost like a Lazarus effect, right? This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and are not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fire of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognize yourself. And I mentioned that earlier. When you hit the awakening and then you ascend to the self-worth, and then you're like, holy shit, like, I love myself. Like, I'd never even thought, like I thought it was a cliche. At least I know in my experience, I thought that. Like, it was a cliche. until I actually felt like I fucking love myself and I can be with myself and my kids and my dog the rest of my life and be perfectly happy. Doesn't mean I don't have my pains, my scars, my traumas, my dark sides, but facing those through the here comes my tongue twister, through my journey of the dark night soul. So duality, okay? We all have our good and our dark side, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So soon you will not recognize yourself. You're reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Big time. Especially right now with this energy, with this eclipse that we're in Capricorn, and we are in Leo season. Yeah. Hater season big time, and a lot of this and a lot of jealousy, a lot of cattiness, just messiness, ugliness. I recommend the same thing. Hey, if you can enjoy some Netflix at home and some takeout, can't go wrong. So if possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. I cannot tell y'all the past week, because I knew my guides are telling me, Spirit was telling me, and I know not to go against them, that I had to feel this pain. I'm not going to say anything more because I want to start crying on y'all. But nothing hurts me anymore these days unless it has to do with my babies. And it has to do with both of them. And I had to sit through that. And there was nothing I could do at the time. At the time. Oh, hell hath no fury now. So, normally we want to numb those feelings. We don't want to feel them. But it's interesting because when you lay with them and you feel them, they are temporary and they pass. And then your spirit ascends just a little bit more. So, yeah, and so that's what it says, that you previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what's coming. Now it has an action thing here where it says, write down what you're afraid to let go of, number your fears from the worst that could happen to the smaller fears. Then write down what could be a possible gift of facing that fear. Place your hands on a part of your body where you feel the most fear, and say to yourself out loud, I am willing to let this fear go. Imagine being able to take this sensation or fear out of your body and into the palm of your hands. Envision that the fear becomes a bird. Surrender the bird to a higher source and visualize it flying away. Repeat the word surrender, surrender, surrender several times. I mean, and this would even be a good thing to put in, I call it it's like my energy, putting shit into the positive energy box. Or the prayer box, either or. So yeah, that's the Phoenix rising. And if you're a Scorpio, I don't know if you know this about your transformation. It's how you start as a spider, you end as a Phoenix rising. It's like the top dog. Although Unfortunately, not a lot of people make it to that point, but some do. Depends on where you are in your journey. But I'm going to go ahead and call it, like, the fact that the divine masculine and the divine feminine both got the phoenix, like, that right there tells me confirmation, flat out, like, I am straight in divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Like, and the way I got the goosebumps. Let me just look at some of these real quick. My content. Where did I put my drops at? Hold on. I get like it's late. Let's see. Yeah. Drama, drama, drama. Haters, haters, haters. But hey, if they're hating, you're on their mind, right? Chick charm. Divine masculine, or DM and DF is an abbreviation for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. If you want to, I mean, you can continue watching the live, but then at the end, if you want to go back in the beginning, I do explain that. I also have a video called The Ugly Truth, where I go into more detail about that as well. I'd love to get into more depth. It's a part of the twin flame journey, honey. It's I'd love to get into more depth with it, but we're reading into the energies now, and I don't like to, I start my videos live and I try to keep pushing forward, as much as I would love to individually, and I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do individual sessions all the way, even down to you and your personal twin flame. I can do that. But that's up to you. Check it out. Careful. Be careful. That's one thing why I don't really do a lot of them, because people tend to romanticize it on YouTube. If you type in divine twin flame journey, you're gonna see a lot of like fairy tale shit, and that's not the purpose. So, but in the beginning of this, I did a fairly well job describing the purpose without it hopefully taking too long. I don't think. Miguel, let's see. Awesome. I need a heads up on what's going on with me. I'm in a dark alley and I can't get out of, if you know what I mean. Boy, I know what you mean. I feel you like this. You ain't even got to tell me, and I already know what you're talking about. So, divine masculines. Let me take a look at this real quick. Okay, yeah. See how before, when I was going over my notes and I was talking about the divine masculine needing to address darker times, childhood trauma. We have the camel boy right here. Okay, this is an energy surrounding the divine masculines, the camel boy. Okay, it says small steps, asking for help. It's also a number 33. 33 is the divine number. And I noticed on all these cards for the divine masculine, you have the divine. The divine has your back because you've gotten all these divine numbers. And you notice the little boy on the camel. And I know it's hard for masculine energy to ask for help. Shit. It is so hard for me to ask for help even as a single mom, let alone take help. But what this is saying is small steps. Small steps. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. even if you're just starting with asking the divine for help. Even if you got to ask them, hey, can you help me learn to ask for help? You know, I totally get it. So, and like I said, you guys know you got the Phoenix, okay? So you have resurrection and surrendering to change, okay? And you got 29, that's another 3. That's a synchronicity, okay? So this is a big deal, divine masculines, which I already knew going into this, that there was going to be some heavy shit going on with all this because of the eclipse energy that we're in. And whenever we're dealing with karma, healing trauma, wounds, shit like that, the twin flame journey is always going to come up, because that's what it was made for. Okay, it wasn't made to be some fairy tale, although I'm not going to lie, it has beautiful, miraculous moments, but it has the most devastating ones as well. Not to punish you, to teach you, because that's your mirror of your dark side. You are each other's dark side. You know what I mean? The yin and the yang. Feel me? So, you're being resurrected. You got to surrender to change, like I said. And then we have Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Okay? So okay, and here we go, the number 8. That's another big divine number. What I'm picking up for you guys is that as soon as the quicker, I know it says small steps, but the quicker that you can kind of let some acceptance in and be willing to address the shadow sides in yourself. And I'll pull some cards and we'll see, maybe clarify that on what areas of the darker side of you that, you know, maybe needs to be addressed right now. The energies, the most common energies, like I said, they're not going to resonate with everybody, but they will resonate with the significant amount. So, you know, you're going to start seeing things that shock you, though, because people are being spiritually awakened at a more rapid speed than they were when I was awoken. Okay, and if you see the lightning coming off of where her arms would be and stuff, yeah. So, and I'm also hearing Spirit tell me your divine feminine is sending you the infinity sign. I forgot about that. I have that tattooed on me. I have it for love and family. But the infinity sign, it's a big sign for divine counterparts. So your divine feminine is definitely trying to send you some type of healing or message. So pay attention. Pay attention to synchronicities. A lot of times things will come through. Like for me, I'm huge on music. Music is like more important to me than language. So a lot of times the divine, or I guess my twin flame, I don't think it happens in the 3D because I know he's not awake yet. But I will get songs that his higher self is probably, you know, how that goes. So, over to the divine feminines. Okay. Divine feminines, have faith. Have faith. Okay? They're trying. They're trying, okay? We just dealt with a shit ton of trauma left over from them, trauma left over that popped up from childhood that we didn't expect, family issues, whether it's like from our childhood and our family, or if it's our actual children. If you're a mother or a father, like I said, you could be in divine feminine energy and be a male, or divine masculine energy and be a female. It just depends on where we are in the energy zone. And then with this eclipse, this is one crazy motherfucking eclipse because it came right after Mercury retrograde, which we're still in the shadow effects of. Leo season, feisty as fuck. Like everyone wants to hate and fight and drama. So it's just, But you have 22. Now you can look at that in two ways, divine feminines. You can look at that as needing to make a choice, or you can look at it as 2 and 2 equals 4, which is foundation, which is home life. A solid foundation in home life. Have faith that that's coming. You're gonna get your family back in a solid and secure home life. I knew this was gonna get deep, man. All right. The next one. Oh, you have a divine number 2, so we have 29. That equals 11. Discover your life purpose. And this actually came out in my notes. I had said this in the beginning when I had done my channeling before I came on here with Spirit. I'm trying to get the glare off of this. This is why I like the cards that are matte better. But see, he's trying to serenade her, and let me see. Interesting. I don't know if y'all could see that. But like right up here, let's see. Right up here is another female, okay? I don't know if y'all could see that. There's her face, her arms reaching over, her body. I'm picking up that this is the karmic. A lot of our divine masculines right now are with karmics. A lot of them that they think are their happily ever after, knowing that they love you and that no one's gonna love them like they love you, but they're in a resistance mode right now. Okay, so fortunately, we just have to take it for what it is. They've had to take our shit before, so it's a give and take. But that's what I'm saying is what I'm getting from Spirit with this, discover your life purpose, is Spirit's not saying to sit on your ass on your couch and sit and wait for your divine masculine. No, baby. You go out and you live your life. You want to date, go date. You want to go find that passion, go find that passion. You want to go get out in nature, go get out in nature. Oh, that's what I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Especially if you want to ascend spiritually or connect. Which is interesting because the next card, now you might be able to see this one. The next card is Temptation. And it's like the same guy, but he's like in spirit, well, I don't want to say in spirit. I think she's still in the 3D and he's in the 5D, like trying to, like I was saying in the beginning of this, when it comes to your divine masculine, divine feminine, They will try to send you messages. Some of them are better at it than others, but like if you think you hear like your name, like I was saying earlier, you think you hear your name called and it sounded like your voice, like am I tripping? No, you're not. They're thinking about you. Like it's you guys are connected. I mean, just like they've done studies on like actual like meat flesh twins, how they can have telepathic connections. But you're getting temptation. And 9 and 1 is 10, which is the ending of something. But honestly, Divine Feminines, I don't feel like this is a bad temptation. I feel like this is you feeling like, I love my Divine Masculine. Like, I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait for him and I'm going to be faithful. But the Divine is trying to show you, no, honey, you need to go out. The purpose of this whole separation is for you to find your self-worth, your self-love. And then when we know you truly love yourself, then we'll talk about reunion. But before then, you cannot ascend unless you're working on yourself. You have to let that Divine Masculine go. Let him do what he's going to do, and you do what you're going to do. And so I'm not feeling this temptation thing as a negative thing. It is coming out as the number 2, meaning a choice. But I think that's a choice between, are you going to stand up and be a confident, independent woman and find your self-worth and love yourself? Or are you going to sit on that couch and eat chocolate ice cream and watch chick flicks for who knows how long? Okay, we don't know how long, if your reunion is even in this lifetime. Okay, so that's what I feel them saying. But in the other one, I feel that that above there, I don't feel that as the divine. I feel that as the karmic that he's with, but that he's serenading you. He's not looking at you because, like I said in my notes when I channeled earlier, the thing that's pissing the Divine Masculines off is they are trying to avoid their Divine Feminine and resist her and push her away because you know everything about him. You know his darkest moments, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it. And yeah, you know, that's just, wow, that's powerful. Because it's like she's looking at him, he's not looking at her, but yet he's playing something to serenade her. And then you have this like karmic up here who's looking down at him with like an evil eye, like, what the fuck, get your ass home. When he doesn't want that karmic, she doesn't make him happy. He wants you, but he ain't ready to say it yet. Not at all. And he ain't ready to show it, so you have no idea. Now, your intuition and the divine has tried to show it to you. And in the 5D, he's tried to share it with you. We all have our higher selves. All right, so let's move along to some more stuff over here. Let's do... yeah, let's do the dark mirror. Okay, so we'll do the since we're dealing with this karmic shit and trauma and stuff, let's do the dark mirror for the divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and then we'll get back into some other more positive stuff. So thank you again, Spirit. If you can just show us for our wonderful yet resisting divine feminine, masculines. What is the conflicts and the dark parts of their self or truths that they're needing to face, that we can address, or that you can bring to light for us, so they can decide if that's something that they can address, to get to a better place on this journey. So Spirit, if you could please make it clear, I appreciate it. For our divine masculine, what's the energy for our divine masculine as far as their conflicts, their traumas, their karma? What is going on with them? Or even their resistance towards the divine feminine. Why are they resisting the divine feminines all of a sudden? Aside from this eclipse energy, it's making everyone fight like cats and dogs. And I'll check y'all's chats in just a second. Oh, hold on, y'all. I need where's my eye drops? My contacts get so blurry when it starts getting light. Not in there. Here, I'll look. Well, that ain't gonna help trying to look at y'all's messages and I can't see. Okay, it must be in my purse. Wonderful. The one place I was hoping it wasn't, because it's a black hole. Ramya, do you know where Mommy's contact solution is? If I don't see it, man, I swear. Ugh. Okay, yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I left it in the bathroom. I'm so sorry, but it's like my eyes are getting so blurry. And what do you... Whoa, I almost fell over and I'm not intoxicated, I swear. Okay. Alright, let me check some of y'all's stuff. Let's see. Yeah, you know about the plants. Awesome. And so I'm huge into the crystals and stuff. Same thing. Yep, they sure did. They had plants that they had, one that they told negative things to, and then one that they told positive things to, and the one that they spoke negative. And I mean, they fed it, watered it, nurtured it the same, but they didn't give it the same energy, like you're a beautiful plant, stuff like that. The one they were negative to died like real quick, and the other one blossomed beautifully. Energy is a real thing. Like, that's why I'm surprised that people, it's taken them so long. They're just now spiritually waking up as fast as they are, because Anyways, it's a whole other thing. I was just seeing if there was any. Yeah. You're so awesome, Phantom Punk. I love the stuff you talk about because that's the stuff I love to talk about. But you rarely run into people, well, unless I'm doing spiritual work, that can talk about shit like that. Okay, so I don't see. Yes, is there a list? I'm not sure what he meant by that. Maybe to ask a question? Miguel, I don't know if you're here. There's not a list, Con. Just feel free to ask. I'll let you know if it's. Oh, heads. Okay. Is your question you needed a heads up of what's going on with you? That's going to be something that I'll have to address with you outside of this, just to keep it fair to everyone else who's wanting to tap into this energy right now with the divine feminine, divine masculine. But if you comment your email below or you want to send me an email, it should be in the description box below. I'll get back to you. And my turnaround time is pretty quick. And I'll be happy to address that dark shit you're going through and send some healing your way as well. Oh, she got the phoenix as a tattoo. That's awesome. Okay, Miguel, if you're still in here. Oh, you're a Pisces. Nice. I'm a Pisces moon. Chick Charm, if you're still in here, same thing. Either leave your email in the comment box below. I will reach out to you. Readings are done by donation. The price is completely up to you. All I ask for is that you just give something to get something, you know. And then we will dive into it and just let me know, you know. We'll probably do a personal face-to-face video type thing. And I think that's all the questions, but I love all the comments, y'all. Okay. So, divine masculines, let's see. So, let me, hold on one second. I want to do one more thing before I read those. Oops. Unless that was 3, that was quick, Spirit. It was 2, but I'm here to take them, so I guess I'll just be asking for one more. Actually, no. Spirit, can you please clarify this obsession card for me? Thank you. Spirit, can you please clarify the parasite card for me? Please clarify the parasite card. And forgetting one cell. Oh my, that is way too many. That'd be like a fucking novel. Okay. But you definitely want to talk, so that's good. This deck's all up and ready. Forgetting one cell. Okay. Got it. Balance. So, divine masculine. We're gonna 5 for you too, okay? Which doesn't surprise me because everybody's in this change energy right now, okay? What's really needing to be addressed as far as what I had gone over about facing truths, dark truths, whether it's now or from trauma now in your childhood, karmic situations, karma. And you're really needing, so you're getting 14, okay? So the divine's really trying to, and it's interesting that it's half male and half female, because one, they're trying to tell you that a big change is about to happen, and if you want this reunion, you're gonna have to find some balance in your life. Now, balance in what? Well, everything in moderation. So if you could think about things that we might be doing not in moderation, and hey, no judgment here, we all have them, okay? We all have them. We're human. It's all part of the duality. But it's like the one card set, the camel boy. Small steps, ask for help, get your balance, okay? Now, that was the bottom energy. That was the overall energy for it. Now, the other thing we got was obsession, okay? So, that, what I'm feeling with that is there's something, again, that's a little bit out of moderation, out of balance, like with the balance card. And this being a 3, that was a 5 about change. The 3 is about the, lessons from the divine, them telling you, hey, we got your back, but we want to point this out. This, whatever this is that you're having an obsession with, we got to kind of tone it down, or it's not going to serve your higher good. Okay? And like I said, no judgment. Now, when I clarified that obsession, we got the 1 and we got the manifest. And what I'm with the obsession card, and it's interesting because it came under the Lady of Lightning, who had all that lightning coming from her arms, is that in a way, whether you realize it or not, you're trying to manifest you are trying to manifest what you want, not what the divine knows you need. And you're developing a little bit of an obsession in whatever it is you're hold on a second, I'm getting a download. You're trying to manifest an illusion. That's what I'm getting from them. The manifestation of illusion. You're trying to manifest an illusion, so to everybody else, whether it be to family, co-workers, a lover, your kids, you're trying to manifest an illusion so that they don't notice this obsession that you have over here on your shadow side. Okay? Nothing to be ashamed of. Like I said, it's all about duality. There's no judgment. Okay? It's just something to take note of. All divine masculines are in this energy right now, okay, about figuring out how to balance things, figuring out, so on and so forth. Now this is great. Under your Phoenix, your surrender to change and the resurrection, you got Parasite in the reverse, which is 19 breaking down to 2. That's choices, but it's in the reverse. So divine masculines, you have let go of something that was parasitic to you. So that's awesome. And that's interesting. They're both 2. When I clarified it, I got the listen card. Okay. So you did well here. You picked up on something from the divine, and you made a choice, and you let go of something that was parasitic or toxic to you. So kudos. That's awesome. That's awesome. Last one for that. Wow, this is awesome too. So under your camel boy, when you take your small steps and asking for help, this forgetting oneself, which 17 breaks down to an 8, there's our infinity number again. It came in the reverse. So when you start taking the small steps, or if you already have, like I said, this could be something that you're gonna do, you're doing, or you've already done. But it came in the reverse, so that tells me that for most of you, you've already asked for the help and given yourself, what did I talk about before? The self-worth you deserved, the self-love you deserved. And what did we get with that confirmation? I'll just let you take a gander there. We got another 2 coming together. Okay? This energy is like the 2 of Cups. This energy gives off to me. Yep, exactly. Ask, you shall receive, and that's also, you also have that manifest card. You have the power to manifest at any time. Manifest what you like. So I feel for a lot of you, if you can address these things, notice your self-worth or acknowledge it, heal it, okay? Doesn't mean you have to forget it, but just don't let it prevent you from knowing that you're worth something, and don't let it prevent you from loving yourself, okay? And then bam, what did I tell you? As soon as you start loving yourself, the divine steps in and brings you your divine counterpart. And that's exactly what this energy is right here. I mean, they're literally holding the light in both of their hands. I told you I was gonna cry, damn it. They're both holding the light in their damn hands, and it's turning into a heart because they're coming together, because the divine feminine busted her ass, the divine masculine busted his ass. So the divine was like, okay, you guys can have your reunion now. And it's beautiful. So kudos. I'm happy for y'all. Okay? Wow, that was powerful for y'all. Especially with that balance card too. Wow. Okay. Divine Feminines. I'm going to do the same thing I just did with them. I don't know. I don't even know if I need tarot in this. I have so many cards that I can channel through spirit that I don't even think I need tarot. Is it? You think we're good with how we're rolling? I don't know. All of a sudden I feel like spirit's not really telling me I need to do tarot. That the oracles I'm using are working fine for messages. I mean, that's what they're telling me. I might. We'll see. You know, my shit always ends up so long. 2 hours. But I don't mind, you know. I know people don't stay that long. But trust me, they'll get their taste of this energy and be looking for some kind of answers like, what the fuck? Did I just see a fucking blue man run across the street? Yeah, you did. Because we're in spiritual warfare right now. You're not schizophrenic. Some of you might be, but that's okay too. So anyways, all right. So flipping the script, Spirit. Thank you so much for that beautiful message until we come back to our divine masculines. Thank you for holding on. But that was a beautiful message for them. Awesome duality. Awesome yin and yang right there. Love it. So switching over to our divine feminines, is there anything? Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. I normally don't have to read out of the book, but I don't even think I've ever even pulled that one. So let me grab that really quick. Where is... there we go. So when the time comes, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Clearly we have a lot of message, or the divine feminine is definitely ready to talk about the dark shit that she's having to deal with. The energies around her, falling on the floor, flying to the side. Yep, sounds about right. She actually had 4 cards, but let's see. If I only get 3, we'll stick with 3. We'll stick with 3, Spirit. Commemorate 2 hours, unless you really have, the feminine really has to. Was that more than one? Why does her shit keep falling on the floor? Divine feminines, your ass must be like to be laid out on the floor right now. All right. So, yeah, I guess I better do, since I have 4, make it even. I'm going to go through it once. If I don't get anything, then there's no more. Is there any more messages for my divine feminine as far as the energies that they are struggling with? Pretty sure I went through that one time. Yeah, that seems about it. But we'll go ahead. We'll use the bottom of the deck. The main energy is the 4th card. Anger and chains. Okay. All right. Okay. So divine feminines. Let's take a look here. So we have naked before the stars coming under your have faith, right? And it's coming in the reverse position. So like I said, and it's breaking down to a 9, which is about to close a chapter. But like I said, I've never drawn this card before. So I'm curious to see what this says. So naked before the stars, accepting our own beauty in size, color, age, and fat. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me show you the picture. Hold up. Let's see if I go like. Oh, come on, Claire. Go away. There we go. There is no perfection that is worth enough. There's imperfection as proud as the heavens. Going dark. What do we see when we look in the mirror? Do we see something we like or something we dislike? Something we care or something we are a slave of? What do we compare ourselves to? To the stars of the media fragment linking into our real life, to the social models, to the beauty kings and queens of eternal pageants, to our inner self, to the idea we had when we were younger, to the eyes of the people loving us. I wonder what feelings the world or the words curvy, cute, chubby, fat, rounded, arouse within us, if a smile or a distaste or recognition. The quest for beauty is not an empty quest. Even if beauty is not as deep as the ocean, still, when we shine, our world becomes brighter. But we will always feel naked in front of the stars. We should just learn not to blush and stand proudly. This is about acceptance. And it did come in the reverse. So my divine feminines, the divine's reminding you to have faith, and also your self-worth. I mean, you're really not struggling with accepting yourself just on the outside. That's not even touching the inside. So there's definitely some emphasis there, but being that it is the number 9, okay, that's the one positive thing, is that being that it's the number 9, you are about to complete that lesson, but you're not quite there yet. You need to embrace your self-worth, so then you can then ascend to self-love. Okay. Now, under your discover your life purpose, we have sacrifice, the number 7. I feel like, especially with that picture, just the whole scenario, when you look at it, and when you look at the sacrifice picture, okay? Let me make it not glary again. Oh yeah, and they Photoshop all that shit, and that's, they had to get everyone a taste of it with all these apps and these filters. I'm guilty of using them, but so when you look at this, it's actually a chick in all that armor for sacrificing. So, common story, right, ladies? Or, I'm sorry, divine feminines. I don't want to say ladies because it could be a man. We put on this armor and we sacrifice everything in our life for someone we think loves us, right? Money. Sometimes our children's happiness, unfortunately. Our happiness, our well-being. get stolen from. I'm feeling a lot of they're telling me resentment, but no, resentment. Yeah. I'm feeling a lot of resentment with my divine feminines, whether it's towards karmics or even if you have resentments towards your divine masculine. I mean, like I said, go through a terrible stage. You know, I haven't hit reunion stage yet, and I still have resentments. And I still don't even know if I want to see reunion day. I don't think he would want to either. Although I say that, whatever. Anyways, but and when it comes under this card, if you look at her, he's not looking at her, but he's sure the hell serenading her because he knows that's the love of his life. But if you really look at her eyes, they're eyes of resentment. Like, motherfucker, I sacrificed everything. I fucking took a charge for you, spent time incarcerated for you, fucking got out, saved our child from the system for you, built a home, only for you to fucking spit on me and take off and go do drugs with some fucking other dope fiend so you can have a dope buddy. I mean, this is just an example. Like, she's pissed. Like, I sacrificed a lot. Shit. And number 7's about reflection, having faith, She's definitely reflecting. Probably why her first card was have faith. Trying to calm her down. Now, with your temptation card. Okay. You got alone in the world. Let me show it to you upright. Alone in the world. Okay. Alone in the world. And 6 is about finding balance. Okay. It was reversed. So I feel like with your number 2 and making choices, remember when I told you this temptation, I did not, for my divine feminines, I did not feel that this temptation was a negative thing. I felt it was a positive thing, that you actually you were being tempted to make the choice for the sake of the journey, once you finally understood it as it was, to go ahead and be comfortable in your own skin and be alone in the world and know your worth and love yourself. I mean, that's just about as good as the divine masculines, And then you both end with the Phoenix Rising. I mean, that's fucking, I don't know. Maybe these readings aren't so bad. So I think what I will do is I'll pull one of these for each of y'all. And then we'll get some advice from. Well, one of these for each of y'all. We'll do our romance angel card since this is romance, I guess. And then we'll get advice from spirit. And then probably wrap it up since it's been 2 hours. Oh, whatever. time is it? 3. Oh, okay. Let me get a drink. Where'd my water go? Where'd my water go, boo boo? I swear I had it. Oh dear. Where? Let me grab a different one. Hold on. Oh no, it's right here. Ain't gotta go nowhere. Hey Joshua, welcome to the channel. Aw, you're so welcome. It's my pleasure, honestly. I guess for the sake of it, since we're in the late night hours, I'll pull a few sex tarot too for each of them. Maybe I'll swap out I will swap out the romance angels, and I'll use a sex tarot card for that because I can get the same messages. Not that I don't love you, Jack, but you're not going to be used because I can do that. Hold up. Okay. So, yeah, let's do it like, yeah, I'll do this. So we will do a little bit of tarot fandom. Let's do the sex tarot, which follows suit somewhat. And then we will do, what is this one? This is a new deck, Getting into the Vortex, but it's pretty neat. And then we'll do advice from Spirit. Okay, so Spirit, any messages from the Divine Masculine regarding, well, how do I want to word that? Regarding their sexual situations right now, sexual energies right now. What do my Divine Masculines need to know about their sexual energies right now? Or what's going on with their sexual energies right now? Okay. I think I'm getting a change of thought here now. So we started with the Lady of Lightning, right? Surprises, sometimes shocks, total paradigm shifts. We went into this obsession as part of like the darker side of you. And then we went into this manifestation mode, right? I think for some of you out there, not all of you, I think that you are trying to explore new ways to manifest your divine feminine. What the fuck? Oh my god, that scared the fucking shit out of me. What the fuck? Oh, it's just little Buddha. He must have got his little teeny peepee a little excited. No, but seriously, I didn't even touch the table, y'all. I'm not even tripping, I swear. Now I have goosebumps. Oh my god, why is Spirit doing that to me? That's not funny. That shit scared me. For real. Maybe they're mad at me. Maybe I was talking too dirty. No, you can't talk too dirty. Shit, I've told the... Okay. So, well, that's done polling, but the first card we got was the High Priestess. So this is the High Priestess. However, she did come in reverse, okay? Now, the High Priestess does come with a lot of intuition. She can be a sorceress or a, like I said, I don't like to use titles, but she could be very intuitive, an empath, light worker, something like that. If you notice, she's in a sexual situation, but she's sitting on a book and a lock and a key. So she's got some secrets of her own, which is giving me the sense that in coming under the manifestation and the obsession that y'all are doing, I think that some divine masculines. Oh, and he's I hope I could say this on here, but I know there's other people that do this. So, and the one guy's there's a black gentleman with a crown behind her, and then a guy in a cloak, kind of looks like a homeless guy who's jerking off to her. But she's not looking at any of them. I mean, she's got a penis necklace. To me, what I'm picking up from this is, like I was saying, the divine feminines right now, okay, they just went through their trauma healing, right? So now that they went through their trauma healing, and most of them, not all of them, have worked through their awakening, their ascending, their self-worth, and their self-love, and are kind of in this high priestess mode where I know you fuckers are behind there, but I got all the knowledge I need to know. I could do bad all by myself. And until you get your shit together, divine masculine, you ain't getting no taste of this juice. I mean, that's what I'm feeling because it came in reverse. She even did her nails and her toes. Stella definitely got her groove back. So y'all better. But I think that's what you're obsessing on, is you're obsessing on how the fuck can I get my divine feminine back? But the divine masculine doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to go from this separation mode back to where y'all were. But the thing is you don't want to go back to where you were. When y'all do come into reunion, if anything, you want to avoid that and start fresh. Trust me on this. There's no point in doing a 360 and going back to where you started. If anything, do a 180. Feel me? So, the next one. Let's see. So this was your Phoenix, surrender to change, parasite, choices, listen, and then we have the hanged woman. I'm just going to let you go ahead and observe the photo for a minute. See that okay? So usually the Hanged Man in tarot is basically a break, it's a little different than the Hermit. It's taking a spiritual time out. Well, she's taking a little bit of a dry spell time out. Let's just say that. What I'm picking up on this for you, Divine Masculines, is I'm hearing the word rebound. I'm hearing the word karmic. I'm hearing you may be trying to like fulfill some sexual tensions or needs. Like I was talking about the sacral chakra earlier, that was pointed out. But it's not from your divine feminine. It's not from your love. There's no emotional, you have the sex where it's just sex, and then you have the sex where there's the emotion, where there's like, I love this woman. I love this body. I cherish this body. This is my goddess, That's not this energy, but you're in separation mode. And just like the divine feminine's supposed to do her own thing, you're supposed to do your own thing, When reunion's time. Like I said, if the two of you can how do I want to say it? Complete those ascensions. So let me pull one more for this last one. Or like, put the damn cigarette down. We want to know. I know I don't normally smoke on this, but I am, and I don't give a fuck. Okay. Aww. Aww. So, with your camel boy and your divine masculine, taking your small steps and asking for help and starting to find your self-worth. Remember this in the reverse. You're not forgetting yourself anymore. You're finding your self-worth. You're finding your self-love. Remember our coming together card, okay, with your divine feminine. Look at the difference, okay? We have the sun. This is your divine feminine. This is the intimacy with your divine feminine. And it may be a same-sex partner, too, for some of you. Yeah, it may be a same-sex partner for some of you. Not all of you. But the sun is basically your everything, your dream come true. So, and look at that compared to that, okay? So that's what I'm saying when I'm saying this is just like a rebound or a karmic situation, but either it's coming, you're in it, or it hasn't came, you're in it, or it's coming. No, it already came, you're in it, or it's coming. I'm sorry, it's getting late and this is long. But yeah, this is the sun. This is great. Like, I couldn't make this shit up, man. Like, that's awesome. So, and that just goes to show the divine has your back. Like I said, the second you start, no matter what energy we're in, and we're in a hard energy right now, let me tell you. Uh-oh. I think that's fine. It's making me. Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's the other thing too. This could also be you loving you. I mean, honestly, even though it's a sex tarot, it could be you loving you. But the sun, regardless, the sun is everything you hope for, everything you dream for. I mean, and just the way that it's coming, the way it's laid out, to me, I feel like it's your divine counterpart. But it could also be yourself. Your divine counterpart, that's the thing. Your divine counterpart and you have to remember, that's what I call the twin flame, is you are technically one, but you're a soul split in half. So, and I may be talking to a couple different groups of divine masculines here. You know, I'm getting that sense. I'm getting a sense of my very stuck in their they haven't had their ego death yet, divine masculines, the ones that are like just like they know who their divine feminine is. Their divine feminine could sit there and be like, I love you, I know it's going to be hard, but I want that for every day for the rest of my life. And they want that too, but they're not going to show it. They're not going to say. They're just going to be stubborn as fuck for however long they want to be. But then I feel like I have a group of more mature, ascended divine masculines that have done some healing and some self inner work and are closer to fulfillment and happiness. And even if it isn't with your twin flame, that doesn't mean that there's still not divine counterparts. That's why this is a hard subject for me to get into, and I get frustrated because you still have your soulmates, but your soulmates aren't always just an intimate partner either. A soulmate can be a parent, a child, a brother, a sister. A soulmate is strictly someone who's come here on this earth to be a part of your life to teach you something. Now, it very well can be an intimate partner for sure. So that happiness can be more than a karmic, maybe not your twin or your, well, see, that's why I use the word divine masculine and divine feminine versus your twin flame, because I feel like that could be your divine counterpart in different areas. You said what, Joshua? You live in the house of Pan because I'm a Capricorn? Yeah, yay for the sun. And I ain't making that up, y'all. That's straight from I don't take credit for it. That's straight from spirit. So let's check in with our divine feminines. What sexual energy is surrounding our divine feminines here? I can't believe that. Oh, and this fell too? What, my Buddha and that scared me, man. I about had a freaking, my nerves are already wrecked. You get it, girl. You get it, divine feminines. You get it, divine feminines. What sexual energies are surrounding my divine feminines right now? What sexual energies are surrounding my divine feminines right now? Oh, perfect. Got perfect. Thank you, Spirit. That made that easy. Okay. That is badass. Okay. But one fell on the floor, but I don't think, or no, yeah, it is a part of this. Okay. Okay, Divine Feminines, are we ready? For your sexual energy right now with this crazy eclipse. At least we get some good sexual energy, right? So, under your have faith and naked before the stars, you have the Two of Cups. Wait, is it? That's the Two of Cups, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the Three of Cups. I'll show you the picture. Okay, so basically, Divine Feminine, like I said, Stella's getting her groove back. You're getting it. It ain't your Divine Masculine, but you're getting yourself some enjoyment and some pleasure. And good for you. That's what the Divine wants you to do. You're in separation mode, like I said. Most of you. There's a small portion of people I think that are in reunion, but it's very small right now. So you're just enjoying, keeping your faith, enjoying the what others would look at as taboos in life, but they're not. There is nothing wrong with being comfortable with your sexuality. Nothing wrong with sexuality. Okay? So now when we get to your discover your life purpose, when you're kind of looking at your Divine Masculine and he's serenading you, but he's not looking at you because he's resisting you and doing everything to try to not show that he loves you still. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, drop the shit. Like, I don't fucking know you. And then your sacrifice card, we have the Chariot. Okay. Now, if you look at this card, you see he's trying to sneak a peek, and she ain't even in the full picture. Chariot's about moving the fuck on. It's like either you fucking acknowledge your shit, get it together, apologize, recognize what I've sacrificed for you, look at me when you fucking serenade me, give me the respect I deserve, and then maybe you won't have to sneak a peek. Maybe you can actually have something more like this, okay? I'm just saying. So over to the Temptation and Alone in the World. We have this looks like the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you're taking action on that that making that choice, that temptation to sit around and just wait for your divine counterpart to find you, and just remaining alone in the world without balance. But remember, that card came in reverse. So a lot of my Divine Feminines are finding balance and aren't staying alone in the world. They're getting out there, they're exploring, they're not gonna sit around and wait. We're in separation mode, so they're getting out there, they're having some fun, they're having their playtime, right? Their enjoyment. Now with your Phoenix Rising card, this is the best of them all because this is the star and this is our hopes and our dreams. Now this one, I can tell you for a fact that this is your reunion. It's pretty much what it looks like to me. I mean, she looks pretty damn in love, happy, wrapped around him, embraced in him in complete ecstasy, and not just something fake. This is genuine. And he's in armor. So it's almost like he's been out fighting his battles, fighting, healing from his wounds. And he finally made it. They finally made it to their reunion. And it's like their first, even though they probably made love before, it's like the first time all over again. This is the star. It's your hopes, your dreams. So that is awesome, y'all. That's some awesome energies. It's some tough ones, but it's, it's duality. You take the good with the not so good, but the not, all of it's temporary. The only thing that stays the same is everything changes. So, thank you. The return of the goat. I know, I saw that card and I was like, oh. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh yeah, I said I'd do one of these cards for each and then I'd pull some advice from Spirit to wrap it up. So for our Divine Masculines, I'm hoping to just pull one of these cards because it has a whole reading on the back of it. And I already pre-shuffled these or shuffled them. So Spirit, one card please for the Divine Masculine on what they need to know as far as their relationships go. What's something that can help them focus on moving forward from this spread? And you got, I am a vibrational being, vibrationally emanting desires. What kind? That's for you to know and someone else to find out, right? Okay. So, that's way the but it's a really light picture. So it says, you live in a vibrational universe that is managed by the law of attraction. The law of attraction is bringing vibrations that are alike together. And so it is important for you to acknowledge that you are vibrational beings, constantly emitting vibrational signals of desire. And when from your human form, you offer a vibration of what you want because you know what you don't want, so you know what you do, you cannot, this is contemplate any subject without equal components of wanted and unwanted appearing vibrationally in your experiences. So take that how that resonates, Divine Masculines. I mean, that's pretty much, to me, talking about energy and being a vibrational being. And kind of like how I said in the beginning, your vibe attracts your tribe. And sometimes we hang around the things we don't want. And then we start to notice how we slowly pick up habits that we don't want or whatever. Like me smoking cigarettes, like just little vices like that versus what we want. Okay, so these are just little, I don't know, usually when I get my decks, I will get a few of them and study them and stuff, and so I have a whole collection. It's not Well, I don't know. Maybe it is an addiction, but no. I have so many because I do so many readings and people have so many different tastes. Some people like the light and fluffy stuff, some people like the dark stuff. Some people would, fall over dead if they saw the sex tarot, stuff like that. And I'm not like that. I'm the most liberal person ever. I shouldn't even be in America. But anyways. Okay. So for our divine feminines, what message do you have for them, Spirit? Our opinions about our children can influence their behavior. Interesting for divine feminines. Goes out to my moms, or, even if you're not a mom, you can be a mother figure to sisters, friends, whatever. The more you see things in your child that you do not want to see, the more of that you'll see. And so the behavior that you elicit from your child is more about you than it is about your child. This is actually true of all your relationships. But since you think about your child more than you do of most others, your opinion of your child plays a greater role in their behavior. Which is interesting because this one kind of came out with it too, so Spirit's telling me to read it. For those of you who aren't moms, I guess. I'll not ask others to become different for me. Let your vibrational relationship escrow and percolate and give it to your undivided attention so that you can become a vibrational match to it. And then when the law of attraction brings all of it together, there are not any bugs to work out. Do not ask the person who helped you to define what you want, to become what you want, so that you can have what you want. Instead, use your willpower to focus upon what you want, and then the universe will bring you what you want. Common sense, but it doesn't surprise me, because a lot of the energy going on right now is about the home and the family, and a lot about the child, a lot about our children that we have now, and then a lot about our inner child and our inner trauma. So I'm not surprised to see that. So last but not least, we will pull all over the place. I'll put this right here. I don't know if y'all have noticed. You don't see a little one crying or running by, because he's always on my side. Even if I try to do it in the nighttime when he's sleeping, he eventually wakes up. Yeah, I'm tired, and it's because I don't have my kids, and it's too quiet. And it's not by choice, so it's hard. All right, so advice from Spirit. I'm like, now all those times I got frustrated that he's like trying to get in my cards and I'm trying to do a video, it's like, I wish he'd come around that corner. Damn it. All right. am going to use a spirit animal deck. Shaman deck's my favorite, but that takes a little bit more time too. But this is a great deck. Thank you. It was some fucked up shit, man. But it will be okay, Quartz. Well, not tomorrow, today. No. That's what I'm saying, and it's interesting how people think that people with gifts, people that can communicate with spirit and stuff like that we don't go through it. We go through shit just as hard as everybody else, and it's just as hard, if not harder, because you are in connection with spirit and you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, what did I do? I sit here and I'm trying to help people, and this corruption gets thrown in my face. These lies. But it's all good. I know it's all good. The spirits never let me down. They'll never let y'all down. Just believe in that. Doesn't mean that you won't go through lessons that they've got to teach us. Time to heal. Center of the deck. That's just my everything, though. It's a hard job being a single mom, especially when the dads take off and don't even lift a finger. But then that becomes your everything. Especially when you've been declared dead twice. You don't know how much longer you have to live. So when people want to play games and take time away from you. Anyways. Yeah, I know it did, because not everyone's a divine feminine. Like I said, you have to ascend spiritually up to that level. Oh, I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Constantine. I feel like Constantine. Whew. Not everyone's a divine feminine. But if you are, you know you are, and I know I am. And you're right. Aside from the sex tarot. Not that I'm comfortable with my sexuality, but that was really sweet of you to say. Thank you. But yeah, the divine feminine reading, that pretty much resonated with me for sure. Actually, no, some of the sex tarot as far as piece of shit guys trying to, like, I'm fucking stupid. I'm like, I may be Weta, I may be blonde, but I'm not fucking stupid. Like, the wrong one. I love you guys. Joshua, did you subscribe to my page? You gotta subscribe and hit the notification button because I always do live. It's quicker. But it should be a button on your thing right there to do it. But that's sweet, y'all. I did not even mean to. I try to keep that shit separate. But this just happened. It's been a week, a little over a week since I've seen either of my sons. And the part that pisses me off is I wasn't even proven guilty of anything. Like, what the fuck happened to innocent until proven guilty? Oh no, we're just gonna treat you like you're guilty and you're just this piece of shit trash mom, and we're gonna make assumptions and we're gonna lie in these affidavits. And I didn't even ask Spirit for advice yet, but maybe this is personal. I don't know. What do you think? Do y'all think this is personal? Oh, that already tells me right there. I mean, my sons have this 777 thing, and it's supposed to be like our secret code, but I started it with my older son when I was pregnant with his brother, and because my name had 7 letters, his name has 7 letters, and I said, we'll make your brother's name have 7 letters. I said, it'll be 777, and then we'll put the little R with the circle around it for Romeo, for our dog, because 777 is a really strong divine number for the archangels. Because I was teaching my son all about that and the crystals and stuff, and because it's something that runs in our blood, and I can already tell he has abilities and gifts. So, I was telling him, I was like, Mommy's happy to teach you. You can take what you want, leave the rest. You don't have to use any of it. But, when I was little and growing up, I didn't have anyone to tell me, and I didn't know, So if you want to learn anything, just let me know. Or if you, feel things or gifts or abilities and you don't understand them, I'll help you. And this card's a 7, and it's the Seahorse spirit, and it says watch and wait. And then the Hawk spirit came out and said, let spirit be your guide. Hawks are motherfuckers too. That's about change, and yeah, shit's changing. But a hawk don't fuck around, especially when you go around its babies. Or it's their home, their nest. They don't fucking play. Look at that fool. And the seahorse. Okay. Sorry, Romeo. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have one of my babies here. I didn't mean to not talk about you, boo-boo. Got my Romeo. Dogs are so intuitive, he can tell. I mean, he just presses up against my stomach at night because he could feel my pain. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome. You are here for a reason. And I always tell people that, or even if I find myself on a channel, or even if like I tell people, time's an illusion when it comes to like messages from the divine. Even though you'll see a lot of readers or whatever, they'll put, your weekly reading. And I mean, it can, but time's an illusion when it comes to, aside from the 3D, the matrix. That's what they call all this shit, all this materialistic shit, because this is just us in the flesh, Man created time. There is no time over there. So that's why, like, if you come across a video, and even if it was done months ago, it can still resonate with you. If you accidentally came upon it, it was meant for you to see. It had some message in it for you, So that's definitely true. Oh, you guys are awesome. Oh, good morning, Dun Gun. We have a new visitor joining us at the end. Me and Phantom always have our little end of the session chats. Here, I'll do y'all's advice from spirit, and then we can finish our chats if you want. Where are y'all? What? Oh, spirit definitely has advice for y'all too. I'm gonna do. I could have sworn there was another one. I'm looking for that ring. Well, what do you know? It's an eagle. What a coinkydink. Although I don't believe in coincidences or mistakes. Okay, I don't think it felt like another one dropped, but I don't think it did. At least I hope it didn't. I don't. Cards I gave my baby. Okay. All right, so let me pull. I'm gonna try to pull three. Oh, jeez. Oh, well, there we go. They made that easy. Okay, for my divine masculines, advice from spirit is you got the Badger spirit. Number 4, that's all about foundations. Like I told you, the energy that we are in is about mostly, well, aside from the karma and the lessons and shit, it's about home life. Children, family, and 4 is foundation. You mostly the foundation of home, but it can in tarot, it can be foundations of something you're creating or whatever, but for the most part it's home life. And you got Badger spirit. Be fearless and be bold. Okay? And you're getting that with your paradigm shift, your Lady of Lightning, your manifestation, your High Priestess. Okay, be fearless, be bold. Listen to that intuition. Don't doubt yourself. Don't second doubt any thought. Okay, this is gonna have to go on my phone. Next, you got the 41 breaks down to a 5, so it's about change, which we already know with the energy that we're in this eclipse. The Nightingale spirit, love is all around. Like I said, I love these cards because they're matte, so I don't have to worry about the clutter. This is a beautiful one. Love is all around because love comes in so many ways, y'all. So many ways. Like I said, the most important one is what you have for yourself. It's like I tell people, the longest relationship you're gonna have is with your motherfucking self, so you better make it a good one. Right? So, um, yeah, that's cool. And number 8, I think that's like a third 8 for you. Third, infinite. Bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. Look at those eyes. Life is a mystery. Not bad advice. All right, let me pull for my divine feminines. I don't know if my cards count for them. I think those are personal. Or not. Maybe. Shit, I don't know. I'll throw them back in here and reshuffle. I was pretty much crying and they fell out, so I took it as Spirit was like, come on now, pull yourself together. This is about them, not you. All right, so for my divine feminines, any advice the Spirit has for my divine feminines regarding this spread? Thank you, Spirit. Let me pull them and then I will read them to you. My divine feminines. What do my divine feminines need to know? Advice from Spirit. I'm going to pull one more because they did get 3. Y'all got 3. They got 4 cards to come out. So try to make it even. Let's see. Okay, well, apparently Spirit has a bunch to say to the divine feminine. They only did 1 extra. Ooh, that's something I don't like about cigarettes. It's the smell. I just washed my hair and it was all pretty, but it's my nerves, whatever. Could be doing worse. Oh my gosh, they gave us 6. Okay. We got Buffalo Spirit. Number 10. That's completion of a cycle. Woohoo, baby! Completion of a life lesson cycle. Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide divine feminines. All right. Number 2. Making choices. Antelope Spirit. Life's speeding up. It sure the fuck is. Like I said in my other videos, it ain't rehearsal time anymore, baby. It is showtime. Yeah. We are in spiritual warfare. The divine tried to prepare us as much as possible. That's why the energies are getting real intense. So, choices. Life is speeding up. Giraffe Spirit. 29 breaking down to a 3. So, the divine is behind you on this and helping you see the big picture. Okay. Of course, that's always important. You always want to see the big picture. Always keep an open mind. Another 5. See? Divine masculine and divine feminine both got a 5 too. So about change. I mean, can't make this shit up. It's changing. Shit's changing. Energy's changing. Hawk Spirit. Oh, that's the one I got. Let Spirit be your guide. And then I found my hawk ring. If that ain't a sign, I don't know what is. And that came right after y'all said those really sweet things. And then I started, a couple tears fell, and then those fell out. And then we have, let's see, 6, 7, 8. So the Just like the divine masculine. Y'all are matching up, mirroring each other. Can you say twin flame? Mirroring each other? Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. And divine feminines, I think spirit just knows we like to talk a lot, so they're telling us a lot. I don't know why they felt like they had to give us 6, but told me to take them. So, another 5 though. Synchronicities. The synchronicities are good. I love owls though. Owl spirit, because owls are all about intuition. The night, seeing things that are tried, seeing things that uncovering truth, stuff like that. But it says, even through the changes, you will see clearly now. And that's a wrap for the reading. I will have another cigarette. If y'all want to have an after chat, I've never really done that. I mean, I know me and Phantom have done a couple little after chats, but we have a few people in here, so we can do some after chats, questions maybe, if they're not too extensive. Otherwise, we'll have to arrange that. I don't have specific prices. Because honestly, I'm doing it for spirit, and I'm doing it for the sake of the person I'm trying to help to better their life. So I only ask for a donation. The price is up to you for individual questions. But I mean, I don't mind answering little ones that, let's see. Done gun 92. Would it bother you if you told someone happy birthday and not get a thank you back? Nah. I'd say, bastard, you can kick rocks. That's the last time I ever fucking tell you happy birthday, and move the fuck on. You gotta stop caring about other people so much. You did your part. It wishes them happy birthday. That's all that matters. They're the ones that have to go to sleep at night knowing that they were ungrateful and did not have gratitude for that. So, no, it wouldn't bother me, but I could see how it could bother you. But I recommend you don't let it. Oh, yeah, hun. I mean, and I get it because I've had best friends, girls, guys, that like haven't wished me happy birthday, or I'm trying to think of a scenario. I mean, because I'm trying to think of a scenario like that. You gotta remember, so 92, I'm assuming, is your birth year, so you're probably a lot younger than me, hun. When I was your age, it might have bothered me. I'm 32 now, so that type of shit doesn't bother me. I mean, I got way bigger fucking, like, I got a life to live to really give a fuck about, if someone's not going to appreciate what I have to offer as a friend, whether it's advice or telling them a compliment, happy birthday, then that's on them. That's their spirit. That's their ugliness. You don't need to be a part of that, And I wouldn't. I would take that as, I'd take that back. Friends are going to hurt you every now and then. You got to forgive them for that. But if this is something that's like a consistent thing, that he's just an ungrateful person all the time, I would probably cut him or her and didn't. Oh, okay. Yep, there you go. Me and Phantom Punk on the same page. Although I said I'd tell him to kick rocks. Interesting what you said, Phantom Punk, about Natalie Portman, because if you watch that video, there's actually I'm trying to remember her name now. There's this really cool chick. She's a little bit younger on YouTube, something Star Girl or something like that, and she does so. For example, she did this video on Taylor Swift's "Look What You Made Me Do," and she was trying to point out to people how Taylor Swift was really trying to show society the secrets of the Illuminati and how they were cloning celebrities. I know this might sound like way out there to people, but seriously, y'all don't even know what the fuck. Y'all don't even know what's out there. And I'm being serious. And what they do is they get these girls to start all young and innocent, and then they start cloning them and sexualizing them and stuff like that to get more ratings and stuff. And she does that whole thing in the video, like, leave a message. The old Taylor Swift is dead. Like, it was crazy. I mean, it could or could not be true, but the government and the Illuminati, and then that whole reptilian thing. I don't know if you saw that Justin Bieber thing. And people were like, oh, that was just uh, what do they call it? A filming error, whatever. No, you fully saw his eyes like turn reptilian. It was crazy. And they exist. We are not the only fucking things that exist, whether you believe it or not. No, she's not a tarot reader. She does I think she's blonde, yeah, but she's not a tarot reader. She doesn't do tarot readings. She does what is she? I think she has like a certain motto too, like cracking conspiracy theories or something like that. Nothing to do with tarot, because I'm into all kinds of stuff. Just 'cause. So what states are y'all in? Oh, so this is a chick that did this to you. Now that changes things. Oh, Chicago. That's fun. You probably have nice weather right now. I'm from California, so ask me how the fuck I got stuck in Texas. Guess it's where I needed to do my work. It's cool. Maybe I could visit one time. Fright. Plane tickets are ridiculous now. Oh my god, I loved it. I didn't even know how spoiled I was, but I wasn't like one of those stuck up California girls at all. But I sure as hell love the beach, and I lived in San Diego, and I did not realize how spoiled I was. But I got married to a guy in the military and somehow ended up in Texas, and don't see him anywhere. Yeah. My sister got married, but that turned into a whole like family drama thing, and I was like, I ain't gonna bring my kids around that shit. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, mostly the beaches. The beach just soothes my soul. I mean, and I've tried the creeks out here and stuff. They have fucking snakes and shit that are poisonous. I'm like, damn it. Let's try and pretend I was on the beach. El Paso. Honestly, I'm in Austin. I don't know. You probably would know better than I would. I haven't really been to much anywhere other. I mean, I drove to Dallas one time and I drove to Houston one time, but they were just for quick visits. That's about it. I don't really know. Oh no, it's not even the snakes and spiders. Okay, how about the roaches? Or they have the fucking trains and the rats that get off the trains. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whew. Are you subscribed to the channel, Dungun? Or wait, did I already ask you that? No, I asked some other guy that. No, yeah, because there was three. There was three. Yeah, you should. And then hit the little bell. It'll let you know when I come on live. I'm going to try to do it a lot more consistently. I know I say that all the time. But I need to because I need some income. Even though I'll just, it's donation based, but still. But I like these other girls taking the easy way out. I have too much respect for myself. I mean, I had a hard time doing this at first. Like, my friend kept pushing me, and she's like, "You're too good. Like, you're too good." She's like, "You need to branch out." Because I used to not do anything and not tell anybody, and then I would just do personals, and then she mentioned social media. It's been slow, but that's kind of on my part too. If I put out more videos, it would probably pick up a lot more. But like I said, even like I was saying earlier, even if you're someone with abilities and can get messages from spirit and shit and all kinds of other stuff, you still go through shit. When you're in the flesh, as I said, I feel like fucking Constantine. I love that movie. I know, I should too, because I have court. I gotta get up 4:30. Yeah, I gotta go lay down for a little bit. I don't know if I'll sleep, but I do gotta lay down and cuddle my dog. But I'm so glad you joined tonight's episode. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet. Usually I end up changing the name and the thumbnail afterwards. I'm too tired. I'll probably do that tomorrow. And I'll be back on tomorrow with another topic. I just wanted to really touch on this eclipse energy that we're in. And then, of course, because of Saturn and it being about and the Capricorn energy being about, healing old traumas and karma and all that stuff. I had to. I mean, fuck. I mean, Spirit's been on my ass for a long time to do a whole twin flame thing, and I'm like, I'm not ready for that yet because of my own shit. But I learned to listen to them. I've gotten my hand slapped quite a few times now. So, did I? Thank you. I love feedback. And I love hearing people that resonate for sure. I mean, and not everybody's going to resonate, and that's okay, That's okay, That just means that either that day the message didn't, or the topic, or sometimes, the person you just don't connect with, Like I have people that I watch that I connect with, and others that I'm like, you're full of shit. I can tell, but, I can tell the phonies. Yeah, court. Yeah. Well, I am glad you stopped by too. I'm glad you subscribed, like I said. I don't feel good. It's good. I'm starting to worry. Okay. But yeah, I was gonna say I'll be on tomorrow, but I'll be on later today, probably after court, unless something weird happens and I don't want to. I try to keep it separate, But luckily it doesn't affect my channeling or anything like that. But sometimes, I just need my quiet time. That's another thing too. Like when you have gifts and abilities, or you're a light worker or stuff like that, like sometimes spirit will take days to give you like downloads, which are different than just messages. And that shit's like other spiritual people call it like a cosmic flu. Like it just overloads your brain. You're drained. Like you just gotta fucking rest. So, but yeah, y'all, I send you love and light and blessings, and just listening to me and connecting with me sends healing vibes to you. So whatever y'all may be going through, just know that my healing abilities are already working on your stuff as well, because that's, I don't know, I guess if I would say a title, that would probably be the best one, is a spiritual healer or spiritual advisor. Not like a tarot. I don't call myself a tarot reader. I can read tarot, but it's not the tarot that gives me the answers. It's my guides. That's just like a tool, like using a pen or a pencil or a marker to do it. Something, I don't know. I'm so tired now. So, but anyways, it was nice meeting all the new people that joined, and I look forward to talking to y'all later. Get some rest, sleep with the angels, enjoy the 5D, whether you remember it or not. Try to keep a little notepad by your bed. I mean, you know, some people think they don't dream, but you'd be surprised you do. And I hope it helps. Okay, so much love and light, and thank you for the sweet comments. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. I need all the happy thoughts. Ooh, oh my Lord. I took a shower and I've had water in my ears since then, and that just like popped weird. Now I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. Thank you for all the kind words because I do need it. And I will be back on here after court tomorrow, hopefully sometime. Okay? So y'all have a good night. Be good, be safe, and I will talk to you soon. Y'all were awesome. I'll keep my head up just for you. Thank you. Good night, y'all. Or good morning. Namaste.